Patch update, you guys. This is a sudden patch that came out of nowhere. I am having insomnia because I'm playing too much Arknights Endfield. But as I was going to go to bed, which is right now 9 p.m., they suddenly have this major announcement. Things are added to the game and things are about to be added to the game. So I'm just going to read this together with you guys. Dear Administrator, ever since the official release of Arknights Endfield, Telos 2 has welcomed numerous explorers and builders of boundless passion, intellect, and spirit of altruism. Together, administrators from across the world have filled the world of Endfield with life and riches. As of February 1, 2026, power transmission lines laid down by every administrator of the world have reached a total length of 42 billion meters, and a total of 23 million shared facilities have received repairs. An easy stash facility located in the hub of Valley 4 also received the most installations and repairs, totaling 4.3 million repairs. We hereby thank administrators of their entire world for your efforts in joint construction and mutual support. To make team creation easier for administrators and improve the early game experiences in combat and exploration, all administrators who complete the main mission, Chapter 1, Process 1, this is quite early in the game, shall receive a progress reward, destination selection permit. You get a free 6-star selector. Use this permit to designate and acquire one of the 6-star operators featured in the basic hit hunting banner. So this is kind of crazy. If you are at the early point of the game, you can just hold on to it. It will be in your valuable stash. But if you're in the later point of the game now, you can actually use it to collect one of the units you're missing. Like in my own account right now, I just don't have Programming Snake. So this is kind of crazy because I basically completed the basic hit hunting roster, which is great. I get to show off more people when I do showcases next time. So this item is received by mail. Administrators who have completed or will be completing the said mission will receive the item after a quick update on 5th February. So that's tomorrow, at least the time of the video. In the future, we will consider sending this progress reward item via an in-game feature so that receiving the item will be more intuitive. So this is any time of the game, I would assume. It's not just the game launch. It's like anybody who joins the game in the future. Meanwhile, during the last 2 weeks, the project team have received plenty of valuable suggestions from multiple channels, including surveys, customer support feedback, and community discussions. We have referenced these suggestions as well as administrators' in-game behavioral data to improve the in-game content. The previous update optimized the claiming of AIC factory simulation rewards and reduced the stats and or resistances of certain enemies. You're reducing resistances? They're all at D and C grade. What do you mean you're reducing this? Okay, in addition to these tweaks, we hope that our dev comms will provide timely and comprehensive updates on optimizations that are ready to go, as well as those in the works for future updates. So, those that are ready to go, I assume it's either now or tomorrow from this video. Exploration level 6 will have enemy level reduced from 60 to 55. They will drop the same amount of loot. I think that's fine to just lower it so that it's just not as intense, I suppose. It's an overworld after all, so you kind of don't want to make yourself so differentiated from the overworld enemies. Oh, but now exploration level 7 drops from 70 to 60. Wow, that is quite a change. I'm assuming that in the future we're going to get exploration level 8 and 9, which means that we might get a 65 or 70 in the future, but not right now in the game. It's until the next map basically. Early game operator progression support. So when you reach 16, 17, 18, you'll receive some variant components which can be used for blue quality gear. Not a bad thing, let people try out some gear. Then when you reach 28, 29, 30, you get crystal components. Also not bad. If you reach those authority levels, administrator will receive enough components to assemble 4 pieces of gear of the listed quality. So it's just a tryout basically. This will improve the combat experience before administrators construct and develop their AIC factories. Okay. Administrators who have reached the listed authority levels will receive the compensation items. Although if you max out your capacity, then kinda doesn't matter. AIC factory control optimization, a feature to quickly switch all selected facilities on or off, has been added to the top view. That's interesting, so you can kinda just shut down everything in one go. Okay change. Map experience optimization. Distribution of nearby enemies for several TP points, rare material gathering sites, and mining spots have been adjusted. So I guess you're pushing them away now. Not a bad change, it doesn't distract people. I remember that in Origin Science Park, there is that worm that spawns right beside the collection point, which I find it very weird. There's also another one that is in Valley Pass, but I guess they're moving them away, so good. Then other optimization, adjusted difficulty designs for a number of percussive devices. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. But okay, so this is added tomorrow at UTC plus 8. So this is my timing, 8 AM tomorrow morning. Now there are future updates, so they're listing it. So we have long-term monitoring of in-game data and feedback from our community. We'll continue to work on various optimizations for future updates. Most of these changes will be released with the next 2 updates. They include but are not limited to the following. Let's see it. Resource allocation and experience. Add more early game hit hunting resources and sources. Interesting. This is literally one of the complaints I have right now in the game. I wonder what they'll do to fix this. We'll have to see when the patch actually comes out. Adding more sources of AIC quota as players have reflected the limited amount of AIC quota available. So that's the one that you can use to buy materials within the game, I suppose. When you get your banner pools, you get duplicates, you can spend them. I haven't used them to feel this, but okay. Optimizing several tasks in the operational manual. Interesting. So, are they easier or something? Optimizing protocol spaces for materials. They can now challenge these with max HP. Oh, good. So if you exit the protocol space and you go back in, you will definitely get max HP beforehand. So you don't have to annoyingly go to a teleport. Good change. AIC Factory. Optimize the display of shared facilities in cutscenes. So I guess they're gone. Good change. Optimize the management of shared facilities so they can be deleted directly from the map screen. Good. Is this an option to turn them off? This has been something that players are screaming for. I also want to remove it when I want to. Probably when there's a new map, I will turn it back on for fun to see the messages, but then when I don't want it, I'll turn it off. Quick stash logic will be changed for filled bottles. I don't really know how this one works. I don't know what's the problem with it now, so I can't comment on that. UI so that players' own zipline facilities can be better distinguished from shared zipline facilities. I guess it's gonna add like a little highlight for you to know that it's yours and it's someone else's. Adding the minimap during ziplining. Holy crap, how did they not add this? That's like a beta test comment that people are giving, but okay, now I guess there's enough voices that they'll do it. Increasing the maximum zoom out of the top view mode. Good, you can see more of the base, I like that. Adding a feature on PC that lets players exit top view mode by pressing the escape key. Yes, I've been pressing the escape key and it pops up the menu. I thought it was intuitive and then I had to get used to pressing the caps lock, but good change. Now it's escape key. Yes, I've been pressing that so much. Allowing AIC facility construction outside of the core AIC area. Why? I wonder why you need this. What would this do to the way that bases are built? I'll have to see when that happens. Optimize the display of completed simulations and adding engraved medals for completing simulations. So even though you can skip the tutorials for building the base now, if you didn't know, it will give you pools for doing so. They're also trying to improve it and giving you some incentive to do it manually by giving you engraved medals. You don't have to, but if you want a medal collection, you can do so. Interactions and quality of life. Optimize the acceptance of new missions after mission completion to improve the clarity of mission guidance. Okay, I guess this is like, once you immediately get the mission, it triggers that you are on that mission and it stays there. Adding tips for missions that can unlock new areas. Ooh, okay. So if let's say you're locked behind, will they signal to you you have to complete a certain quest? Would be good. Optimizing the mail cache. Rare gatherables can now go to mail cache. Oh! And directly move to depot once claimed. Oh! So it doesn't sit in your backpack anymore. It'll just be in the depot so that you can use it easily. Very good change. Nice. Optimizing the appearance and frequencies of red dot reminders so they become less intrusive. I mean, it is a very big red dot, so I guess they're just making it smaller or something. Optimize the display of materials left in gathering sites. Need to see what kind of change this looks like. Optimize the controller experience. I haven't used controller for a while, but good change if they realize people are having problems. Quick claiming feature for cabin products and an auto production setup feature for production cabins. Oh my goodness, that is literally what I'm asking for. That is crazy. They finally learned, because the problem is when you collect in the base for Arknights, you can't quick claim, right? There's no singular button that lets you claim everything and reset everything. But they finally follow Arknights and they figured out that they need to do this. Please add this change fast. It will save lives. Although I do wonder when they say auto production, does that mean when you take the EXP, you don't have to like refill it? It just auto sets. It's what's happening in Arknights also. So good if it's happening. Quick claim feature for clues and auto clue placement. Okay, nice. Remote quick claim feature for recycling stations that become available after meeting certain criteria. I don't know what this means. You mean like you don't have to go to the recycling station? You can just claim them away? Why do you need that though? Because at a certain point in time, you don't need those recycled materials. Unless the of use in the future. Then for combat, optimize visual cues and effects that appear when enemies are about to attack. I guess it's going to be a bit more obvious for you to dodge or something. It's not like a small flash. I hope it's not that intrusive also. They have to figure this out. Optimize teammate support in picking up drops and loot. Well, I want them to pick up, the rare gatherables, like the plants and stuff. They should also help me to pick it up. I don't know why I'm doing it alone, right? They can do it for mining, but they can't do it for plants for some reason. Optimize the teammates' following actions, movement paths, and collision effects, okay. And optimize the logic for existing battles. I think this has to do with bosses. So especially if you're in a boss fight and you realize someone died and you want to reset, for whatever reason, there's no escape button or exit button. So they finally add it, then yeah, that's a good thing. We hope the aforementioned optimization and changes will give our administrators a better gaming experience. Other improvements are also in the works. We will constantly reference our administrators' feedback and suggestions. In the future, we will continue to use DevComs to convey. Okay, I am going to make a very big, painful review for Endfield, which you guys will see within this week. It's basically all the things that I don't think is going well for Endfield. It's nice to see that they are listening to what people are asking for and trying to add the change over time. Perhaps if I give all those lists of stuff, they might consider it even further, although I do feel like some little things are already addressed here, which is good, which means I can say less not so nice things in the video. But until then, subscribe to the channel and you'll catch up for more news.